everybody, welcome to Kate's Space. Continuing on with the autumn journal, gratitude journal. Let's get this done. So I have gathered some fabrics and some saris, and I've been picking out pages. I found another book that is a New Zealand botanical book, and I really want to include this page somehow. So I've actually just sprayed a couple of these pages with coffee and then just dried them with my heat gun. So I've got those. I've got a scrapbooking, and I think I've been through these with you already in the previous video. Oh, here's another one. Let's do this one. I'm just going to turn my heater off. So I'm just going to use a bit of a spray on coffee, brush it over a bit, and then just dry it off. So again, this is a New Zealand book with, I think this one's called Portrait of a Garden, and the other one's called New Zealand is a Garden. So yeah, I like to include a little bit of New Zealand something in my journals. So right, I hope the light is all right. It's a really grey, rainy day here, so I haven't got my lights on because it reflects in the mat. But I think I'm looking at the computer while I'm doing this, and I think it seems okay, so hopefully it's not too bad. Right, so those are my book pages. I've got this that I need to think about. I don't really want that deep pocket, so now we need to do some sewing. Yeah, I think I only want a pocket like that, but I think I want to tear it. I think I kind of want it torn, like the edges, so I'm just going to fold it that way, and then just kind of tear it down, tear it along there. Whoops. And that's fine. I'm fine with that. Right, inking. Let's grab my inks. Okay. So this one's going to need stitching. Thing to think about before doing that is where I put tape on it. Is where they're going to go in the journal, because if you stitch them and then you put them in the journal and they stick out, you have to cut them, and it doesn't always work out so well. And see how these are all poking out here. We're going to have to trim those. Not sure about my first pages, and then I'm not sure about whether I'm going to turn that into one page. Oh no, I don't want to cover that. So these are going to have to be, what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we've already got 17 without these ones. So we might have to lose something along the way. Trying to think what I want to. Quite like this music paper, but you know this is too tall. We could attach that to there like that and sew it on. And if we did that, that would just make that a short page. I don't really like the other side of it like that though. I think this music's been through the black bean dye, that's why there's that like blue patch there. And if we should just do this. A really nice robust music paper. I think I'm going to tear this off here. But I do love this image. Could look like that. That could be glued. We could make that a pocket, couldn't we? Actually, that's a good idea. We could turn that into a whole pocket page. So let's just fold it there. Okay. I think I might just, what would it be like if I cut all around here? It might be quite nice. We could try it. If we don't end up using it, it isn't the end of the world. I'm not going to cut in really close because I actually want this to be robust enough to hold the page to the other page. Oops, I haven't left much there, have I? Might just go like that. And we can put that there like that. Maybe so. And make that a pocket. Or should we make a pocket that way? I quite like the side ones, I think, rather than the top loading one. I really want that. Okay, so that's the page now, and then it's going to be a pocket all set. Okay, so that's that one. No idea whereabouts in the book it's actually going to go. Let's just put it there for now. Popping these in some kind of order so that we can trim them. And we need to think about what we want as our first page as well. Could be that one. Really wanted to use this one. More this one really. We could make it a pocket somewhere, I guess. Instead we could cut it out and pop it over the edge of a page like that, and it could open out. That might work. Maybe I'll do that. Make it a flip out. Probably need to come off a little bit here because it's going to hit the middle of the book. And then that would open out like that. We've got this text here which I'd probably want to cover up somehow, but I'm sure that's possible. So I'm going to take a tiny little bit off this edge here, hopefully, without totally wrecking it. As long as the bird has its beak, that's the main concern at the moment. The bird must keep its beak. I think this is going to have quite a lot of pages for a one signature journal, but okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, that's better, that'll work. But now, before we do that, we do need to do this whole, we need to decide what we want at the front of our book. I do like these birds. I think that'll work with the black. Let's just go with that. And look how this just does not fit in here. We have a problem. Okay, so what does fit in? Let's just take that one out. That pink one. This one here. This one here is about right. What else? Okay. Alright, so the way I do this, and it's probably the slowest way you can possibly do it, this is how I do it. So I'm just going to mark this one. And take it out. Make sure it's folded. And then line up my ruler. And tear it down. And if you don't like the torn sort of rough edges, you just stick it in your cutter and do it that way. So yeah, I'll speed this up and we'll cut it out, one or the other, and come back when I'm done. I've trimmed all the pages and they all fit in nicely here. I'm pretty satisfied with that. They're not too far in. And now I need to do some stitching of the folded pages. And then decide whether I'm going to sew the ruffles on or glue them on. So I'm just going to go and do the sewing. Now let me think, so I don't want to sew in the wrong place. We want to leave that open, so we're going to go sew down here and around there, and I might continue along there, and then I might go along that one there. Okay. Alright, so that's sewn, and then I feel like my tension's not great on my sewing machine at the moment. It probably needs a good old service, because that looks quite loose, doesn't it? So you can go over and push the paper down around the stitching, and that improves the look somewhat. And then I'll glue that in, not right now, but I will glue it. So I did have that as the front page, but then I felt like I kind of wanted to have a bit more layers, so I popped that at the front, then that one, then our onion skin, and then our little paper bag. Not sure about this one still. kind of like it, not convinced, but right, now we've got this one which I'm going to sew around. So that's that one done. I'm looking forward to the weather improving and some bit of eco dyeing. I'm waiting for the Pahutakawa trees to blossom. They're not far away. It'll be either later this month or early December. Apparently the earlier they flower, I think it means the hotter the summer's going to be. Maybe the longer the summer's going to be. I don't know. I guess it makes sense if they flower early. Anyway, not sure. Right, I'm going to sew this one now. Right, so that's that one. And I did a little kind of folded down bit there. I thought that was cute. Just run the bone folder over it to push down some of those little holes that the needle pushes through. I'm wondering if I need to change my needle actually. That might be something that I need to do. And probably take my poor old sewing machine for a bit of a service. Wouldn't go amiss. Have I strengthened? No, I think I might put some masking tape on this. I see that it's kind of cute how someone's done the treble clefts and the bass clefts there. I'm going to leave that there. It's in pencil, and if someone doesn't like it they can rub it out themselves, but I think it's kind of cute. Someone's old music book. Yeah, I kind of like using the masking tape because it kind of blends in, and I mean you can see it's there, but you can also see through it, so it's not so in your face. I mean, I love washi as well if I've got the right washi. Okay, so that's that pocket done. And that pocket done. Oh, we're done. We're done with that sewing. Just wondering about this paper bag. I need to make a decision about it. Because I think if I was going to use it, I might. I haven't used a paper bag in ages. Sometimes I sew down there just to give it a bit more, so it's a bit tighter, but I think that wouldn't work with this one because it's got the gusset. Right. Okay. So those are the pockets sewn. So that's that job done. Then the next thing is let's bring some of this fabric over that I've already started making a few ruffles, and I just need to decide whether I'm going to sew them on, in which case I want to do that now, or glue them on. I had some more somewhere. Where are they? There we go. I really love this sari. So this is part of a bundle that I got from Kerry at Which Craft Do You Do. So I've got that one and that one, and I've made a few of these because I did this one and I decided this one's too wide. It's just a little bit too much maybe, but it might go somewhere. And then I've got this beautiful silk ribbon, but I'm not sure I want to, that is super wide, and I'm not sure that's going to work. But I've got this one, which I really love. as well, this sari ribbon. So I've got this sari ribbon and this one here, which is like a brownie green. It kind of changes colour when you look at it, kind of like a taffetery fabric. The ones I've already gathered I probably will glue on, because usually if I sew them on I gather them as I go. I might put this one here. Let's just have a look what that's going to look like poking out there. I think that will work. I could set up my camera so that you could see me do it, but I'm not sure that anyone would want to see that on there or on there. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what the ruffle rules are. How many ruffles and where to put them. Someone needs to write the book so that I know. I think I'll put it on this page here. Right. See what happens when we film this. And I start off by just folding the first bit, popping it at the top of my page, and I don't want it sticking out too far over the edge. That's actually the wrong side. I think I'll do it this way. I actually like both sides, the wrong side and the right side. And because I'm not gluing it, I get a bit worried about the fact that the back is going to be a bit wonky, but really it doesn't matter. So unless you really really want all your stitching to be perfectly straight, this works pretty well. And just keep pushing it under. And if you have your the closer you have your pleats together, I guess the more bulky it's going to be. So if you have less pleats, it's going to be less bulk. And I can't really see at this stage into my phone at what you guys can see, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Makes a bit of a change to your normal view of my desk. There we go. Trim those threads. Look in the back, it's actually not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. And oops, knock the camera. Right, I want to go back to my other desk. So there we have it. We're going to just trim that off at the bottom here. And hey presto, I think that was there. And let's have a look and see if we like it, see how much it's sticking out. I'm quite happy with that much sticking out. If you want all your ruffles to be inside your book, then obviously you just push them over slightly. But I like a little bit of the ruffleage happening and sticking out. So that's that one there, and then I might sew another one on somewhere. And then after that, if I'm adding any, I'll probably glue them, because once I've bound the book, I find it just quite challenging to glue them on. Sew them on once the book's bound. I'm sure it's possible if you were really desperate to sew something once your book's bound, you certainly could. That's really pretty. Do I want it on there, or do I want it on a plain page? I actually quite like it on here. Although we could actually glue this really light one on there. That would be really quite cute. So let's consider that one to go on there. And do a sewing one. Oh, now we need to remember we're having that page that's going to fold out wherever that's gone. I think that's going there. Oh, we can't have that as the central page. We've got to do better than that. That's not good enough. I guess we could go. Maybe we'll make our eco die the central page. How about that? That would be quite nice. Okay, let's just, unless, no, see that's what happens if you change your mind after you've trimmed your pages. That can't go there because it's going to squeege out. So committed to that being wherever it was. I can't remember now. So let's make it there. Yeah, no, not there. But I would like something else in the middle. I'm not happy with what I've got in the middle now. That's right, because we took this out of the middle. Okay. So that one's sewn on. It's not as straight and beautiful as the other one, but it is sewn on, so that's good. I think that I'm going to glue the rest, which means I can probably sew this in now, except for the fact that I'm not happy about the central spread. I mean, that's nice, but by the time I've cut it down, it'll be pretty much lost, I reckon. What else could we go for? These beautiful digitals here that are actually from a Christmas kit that I've just downloaded, but actually they would look amazing in here. I wonder if I'll go for this one because it's just gorgeous. This is my favorite one. Look at this. This would be amazing. What about this one? Let's do that. How gorgeous is that? So what I will probably do is coffee dye the back first. So that's going to be in the center. Yeah, I love that. I think that's really pretty. Well, it's not pretty. It's really actually beautiful. I think that's a really old piece of fabric that she's scanned. Okay, so who's she? I downloaded or bought and purchased one of Heather's Christmas kits. I'm going mad with the Christmas papers this year. I've gone from one extreme to the other. Last year I did hardly anything Christmas except for make a cover, and that was it, which I still haven't filled. And this year I'm buying every single Christmas kit and paper pad I can get my hands on, so not quite sure what's going on there. But now I need to try and actually make another Christmas journal because I've only made one. And now I'm making this one. So I want to finish this one and then I'm going to make another Christmas one. Okay, I think that's going to work, and I don't even think I need to tear that down. Cool, okay. So that's 17 plus that little paper bag, which I'm not going to put the paper bag in because I'm just not sure about it, so I'm going to take it out. I can always add something later, a pocket or an envelope or something. Yep, I'm happy. So we can actually bind this now. I don't think I'm going to sew any more frills on. I think I'm just going to glue them on. I might just glue this down so it doesn't keep lifting and get caught. And then I'm going to sew this in. I think, unless I've forgotten to do something. Right, we need to decide if we're going to sew this on here, and I think I will, but I'm going to glue it first, just so it doesn't move around too much. I'm glad I saw this. So I'm just going to glue this here. Now I've stopped and started the camera quite a few times. I'm not quite sure how long this video is now. I'm kind of glad I included this image. I really like it. So yeah, so the central one now is a ruby and pearl digital from Peace on Earth, her Peace on Earth kit, Christmas kit. But how gorgeous is that piece of fabric that she's obviously scanned into that document. It's just lovely, and I think it suits the colours. And I might sign off here. We've chosen our papers, we've put them together, we've trimmed them, we've added a couple ruffles. I might sign off, and then in the next video I'll measure it all up, and then I'll quickly sew them in, and we'll get cracking with our decorating. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Bye.